What's going on, everyone? Cameron Blaze here, welcoming you to the GSL Season 4 team breakdown for the San Antonio Salandits. We have joined this season. Going into it, it's a free draft, 11 Pokemon. We have the 8th pick of the draft, but before we begin, let me know in the comment section below who your favorite member of the team is, who you think is going to be the best mod, the worst mod, etc., etc. And yeah, it is a 9-week season, originally 12 weeks, but it's 9. I'm actually recording this like mid-season because I didn't plan on recording it, but it's all good. We'll do some catch-up videos and all that great stuff, like, you know, why not? Just, I have nothing else to record besides AABL, so I thought this would be pretty fun. But GSL, going into the draft, like I said, we had the 8th pick out of 16, Slap Dad in the middle. 9-week season. And I wanted something that you could just build a good, like a team around. And Garchomp is one of those things that, like, every single, like, good team, like, every team has that one Pokemon that just is really good. Garchomp's that Pokemon. Really powerful, hits at 130 attack stat, 108 HP, 102 speed, really good. Can be like a defensive variant as well with, like, Rough Skin Rocky Helmet, but typically ran, like, you can have like SD3 attacks, you can have like Scarf, you can have Mix, you can have like, I don't know, Rocks. This thing just has a really good move pool. It's backed by its really good stats. It's just like really, really nice to use. I love this thing so much. Just like really powerful. Land Shark is here. I love Land Shark. It's such a great Pokemon. Again, just also a really good Z-Mon user, just powers through anything. Like, a freaking devastating Drake, Outrage. There's not much that can swap in that's not a Fairy type or Steel type. So, yeah, we got a pretty good team going here. So, going into the second pick, I make probably the most questionable pick of the entire draft, and that's grabbing Toxapex round 2. Now, this thing, don't get me wrong, is extremely bulky, 50 HP, 152 defense, 142 special defense. It's just bad. It's like Chansey. It's like it walls things and then gets set up against. Luckily, it does get haze. It can haze away stat changes. It does get screens. I think it gets it doesn't get reflected. Just gets light screen. Liquidation hits pretty hard. Has two good abilities: Merciless and Regenerator. Regenerator allows it to get its like health back, of course, and Merciless is really cool. It crits if there's a the target's poisoned, meaning you can run like Toxic Spikes, Baneful Bunker, Venoshock, Scald. That's a pretty bad set, but it's there. Doesn't hit that hard. It's just meant here to get like it was like Toxic Spikes. I wanted Toxic Spikes, honestly, and I felt like I needed to grab it then. Again, I grabbed it too early. Not much I can say about that. It's all good though. Really bulky, really slow. You know, it's a water poison type Chansey with good defense. Up next, we grab Caw the Superior. Superior is something I know how to use very, very well. Really fast, 113 base speed. Its attack and special attack are pretty bad, 75, but it does get this amazing ability called Contrary, meaning any stat changes it goes are reversed, so we can spam Leaf Storms. That's all Superior does. It goes Leaf Storm, Dragon Pulse, a Hidden Power, and like a support move like Synthesis, Leech Seed, Taunt, Substitute, like Mirror Coat. Yeah, it can do all that. It gets Calm Mind, which is you're not going to run on a Superior because you're Contrary. You can run Physical Coil with like Overgrow, but that's pretty bad. Its physical moveset isn't terrible. It gets like Aqua Tail, but you're going to run Special. You're just running Special. Again, it does get like things like Taunt, so you can like stop things from setting up against you. Other than that, though, it's not much it can do. Its moveset is pretty limited, but it does what it does best, you know. Next, we grab our Mega. I want something I've never used before, and it's really powerful. I grab Mega Gallade. Mega Gallade is such a dope Pokemon. Pimp is out here. It's going to be pimping on these hoes with an amazing 165 attack stat, 110 speed, 115 special defense, 95 defense, and 68 HP. And this moveset is wild. Close Combat, Bulk Up, Brick Break, Drain Punch, Earthquake, the Elemental Punches, Knockoff, Leaf Blade, Night Slash, Low Kick, Poison Jab, Psycho Cut, X Scissor, Rock Slide, Shadow Sneak, Stone Edge, freaking Will-O-Wisp Zen Headbutt. It can be support with Will-O-Wisp. I mean, Will-O-Wisp Mega Gallade, you burn what's in front of you and set up against it. Hello? That's amazing. It's an amazing move pool. You can literally run like dual chop in case you need to hit a freaking dragon type. You can literally just run like you can run like 3 moves SD and hit a majority of a team with how good this move pool is. Or you can run mono 4 attacks, you can run like 2 attacks, or if you can run dual stab, that's all you need. Because fighting and Psychic have very few swap-ins in between each other. It does get walled by like a Sableye, but there's not that many of those around, and it does get like Dazzling Gleam, which we'll never run. Trust me, we'll never run that. But if only this thing got Play Rough. I really wish it got Pain Rough. It should get Play Rough. It used to be a fairy type, but alas. Again, really powerful Pokemon, just great cleanupper, sweeper, wall breaker, you know. Next we grab 420 Bake at the Rotom Heat. I wanted to grab a fire type and an electric type, and they were starting to slip out of my hands. So I just grabbed something I'm really good with. Rotom Heat is probably one of my favorite Pokemon to use. Volt Switch, Overheat, Hex, Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Wave, Dark Pulse, Trick, Screens, you know, it's defensive, it's a defensive Gary, it's pretty defensive. Like, you can Pain Split, it gets Toxic, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it does get Toxic. Thunderbolt, you know, just like basic stuff, like a really good pivot, can hit pretty hard if you run it offensively, can be offensive, but mostly defensive. 107 in the defenses with its 50 HP is not that bad. 105 special attack, 86 speed, just all around pretty good Pokemon. We pick up Violet, the Florges next. Florges is something that it's pretty good. Really great special defense stat, 154, 112 special attack stat. I didn't know how good this thing's special attack stat was until a few weeks, like not that long ago. I just always thought it was like in the 90s, but 112 is really good. It's because I've never used Florges. Never used Florges. 75 speed's not terrible for a wall. You know, a special wall that's right at the 75 mark. You can like speed creep with this thing. This thing, again, it has a limited move pool, but it can do what it needs to do really good. Moonblast, you know, Energy Ball, it gets Giga Drain. Heal Bell, could be a Cleric. Calm Mind Sweeper. Petal Dance if you're real. I don't know why this isn't Grass type, to be honest, but I'm kind of glad it's not. Like Wish, you know, Toxic, gets all that kind of cool stuff. Gets a lot of support moves in like Camouflage. Dude, imagine if you like Camouflage and you become a Water type. That'd be pretty lit. That would be pretty lit. I don't know what Flower Shield does. Raises defense by one of all active grass types. Yo, that's for like double battles. You know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think it gets Misty Terrain, right? Yeah, it does. You know, just power up that Misty Terrain, and you're set. Again, just really specially bulky. Hits pretty hard. Has pretty useless abilities. Like, it's a doubles Pokemon. It was meant for doubles, and it never sees the light of day for doubles for some reason. So that was our first 6 picks. Going into the next, I wanted a good steel type that can also like slow pivot. I love slow pivot. Slow pivot with like hazard removal and hazards at the same time. Really good. So we got Fortress. You know, Sturdy is really nice. You can guaranteed get your rocks up. You can like Earthquake. It gets a pretty good moveset in like Earthquake, Explosion. It gets Toxic Spikes, Stealth Rocks. It gets dual screens. It gets like Rock Slide, Gyro Ball, Volt Switch. Like it's gonna set up rocks and probably pivot out. Also can Rapid Spin them away. Just its defense stat is really good, 140 defense. This paired with Florges is actually a really good combo because Florges is weak to Steel and Poison, and Fortress covers both those, which is really nice. Just hits pretty hard, you know. It doesn't hit hard. I mean, it takes hits like a champion. Just does what it needs to do. Slow pivot's always nice. Up next we got Kawaii. Is that how you say it? Kaioway? I don't know how to say his name, but it's the guy from Sun and Moon that watched these guys dance. But 110 defense is really good. 80 attack is pretty bad, but it does get a nice item called Thick Club, which will double its attack stat, meaning you literally don't have to invest anything. You can just be like, bam, and now you have an attack stat of 402. And you can put the rest in like HP and speed, and you're just going to hit like a truck, but you're obviously want to put more in your attack. And you're going to be hitting really hard. A good defense stat, gets rocks, you know, pretty lit, I guess. Shadow Bone, really nice move. It's like really good, you know. Earthquake, it gets Flame Charge, Flare Blitz with Rock Head, just no recoil. It does get Lightning Rod, so we have an electric immunity on the team with our Garchomp, so electric types can no longer just put HP Ice on everything. They'd have to prep for a Marowak as well, which is pretty cool. Flare Blitz, Flame Charge, Iron Head Knockoff, Low Kick, Power Up Punch, Perish Song, which is pretty interesting. Besides that, though, its moveset's pretty limited. Can set up rocks, can set up an SD, Will-O-Wisp, Thunder Punch. It's pretty lit. It's pretty hard, it does its thing. We have Havoc, the Crobat. Shiny Crobat is here. If you guys don't know, Havoc was is what I named my very first Crobat I got in the game, because I just thought Zubat was pretty lit, and I was like, this thing is gonna wreck Havoc, lol. And then became Crobat, and it's actually really good. This thing hits a blistering 130 speed, gives us a fast U-turn. We have now pivoting options with Crobat, Fortress, and Rotom. What else gets pivot on our team? That's about it. Oh, and Zoroark, but we'll get to that in a moment. So we have pretty good pivoting options. Crobat's really cool. Has two really good abilities. Inner Focus, so like Mega Lopunnies can't fake out us. Infiltrator, we're ignoring your reflex and all that great stuff. And Substitutes. It's a really good choice band user. It can be like Life Orb, Black Sludge, support. It gets like Brave Bird. It gets Defog. It can run special with Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, like Giga Drain, Heat Wave. Leech Life has gotten a boost, so it's base 80 power now. Pursuit. Pursuit Trapping is really cool. Priority and Quick Attack if you really, really need it. Super Fang to get walls down to 50%. U-turn for pivoting, like we said. And Zen Headbutt, X-Scissor can taunt, which is real cool. Crobat's one of those things like, stat-wise, it doesn't look that great, but it can do really, really well. And it's really hard to prep for, in my opinion. Like, Crobat's kind of scary. This thing can either set up a nasty plot in your face, be banded. It's all great. It's a great Pokemon. I love Crobat. Next we grab Lucio the Exploud. Exploud is one of the best special wall breakers in the game. In my mind, it is better than Swellow, because people overhype Swellow. Swellow's not good. Dude, Exploud's far better than Swellow. So look at this move pool. Okay, you get Blizzard, you got your Boom Burst. It can be run physical with Earthquake Crunch. It's got that Avalanche. It's got Extra Sensory Fire Blast, Fire Punch, Focus Blast, Hammer Arm, Ice Beam, Ice Bang, Ice Punch, Low Kick, Outrage, Overheat, Power Up Punch, Return, Roar, Rock Slide, Seismic Duck, Shadow Ball, Surf, Thunder Punches, and Headbutt. This thing set is insane. Of course, you're mainly going to be clicking Boom Burst because you have this amazing ability called Scrappy, but things like Dewblade, which would resist it, you can just run Focus Blast, and bam, you're fine. You see a freaking Nihilego, just run Earthquake, you will be okay. Exploud's here. He's gonna break walls. That's what he's meant here to do, and that is to click Boom Burst over and over and over and over again. Because Specs Boom Burst have no swap-ins. I'm sorry, base 140 plus 70 hits you at 210 of a base 91 special attack stat. That will get Choice Specs boosted. GG, it's Exploud. And finally, every team needs a mascot. And at the same time, we need a Dark type. I'm pretty sure we don't have a Dark type at this point, right? Yeah, look at the Dark type we don't have. I was just like, well, my favorite Pokemon's still on the board. Let's grab it. Zoroark is here. We grab Midna. She's a lovely, lovely Pokemon. 105 attack, 120 special attack, 105 speed. Outspeeds a lot of threats. Hits really hard. Can be run physical or special. Gets things like Flamethrower, Sludge Bomb, Dark Pulse, Extra Sensory, Nasty Plot. Can run Swords Dance with Knockoff, Low Kick. Gets Shadow Claw if you need to hit a Hoopa in case. Sucker Punch for priority. U-turn for pivoting. Can run a trick set. Can trick like things like a I don't know, some slower walls. Gets the taunt as well. You can roar, which is pretty bad, but it does get Memento, which is pretty cool. I might try to use Memento one time. Grass Knot, which is pretty cool as well. Can set up an Agility. Can set up a Nasty Plot. Can set up a Swords Dance. Really hard to. Zoroark is just like, God, I love Zoroark. It's gonna come. It's definitely gonna come. Can run that powerful Z bounce, Flying EMZ bounce, just to kill some stuff. You never know when you're gonna need to run that. Night Daze. Night Daze is almost better than Dark Pulse because you can lower accuracy, almost, but it can miss, so it's not better. But that is all. That is our team. Let us know who you think the team MVP is going to be at the end of the season. The next video you'll see is actually going to have our first 3 battles in it, and then after that we're going to do 2 videos a day until we get to week 9. And yeah, not 2 videos a day, 2 battles per video. So hope you guys enjoyed. Scheduling for this is going to be every few days until we can catch up to where we are right now. which is week 9. We might do week 9 before then, and if we do, it'll be with the week 8 battle. So keep your mind out for that, and eyes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you are new. Hit that like button if you are hyped for the GSL. And yeah, season 4 is here. Let's go for gold. You know, we need to win a championship. We're short. we've come short multiple times on a championship, so I think this is our year. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna get about. Hope you guys have a blazing, amazing day. And as always, I love you guys. I'm gonna get out. Bye.